Marta joined Eurodis in 2012 as RareConnect coordinator. Marta is part of the communications team based in Barcelona and works on the RareConnect project. She is working on developing and maintaining the RareConnect online communities for specific rare diseases. Marta is also an expert on social media and implements RareConnect strategy in the different social media channels. Welcome, Marta.
Thank you. When Findacure invited the RareConnect team to come here and speak in this workshop, we realized that this question, how to identify rare disease patients, is a question we ask ourselves almost every day. Every time we launch a new online community, or every time we want to make our communities larger. So today, I want to show you some ways and some tools we use to identify patient groups, patient advocates, isolated patients, with easy and direct ways, but also with more complicated ways, such as Facebook ads. First of all, I'm sure some of you already know RareConnect, and probably you have a community with us. But to summarize it just a little bit, RareConnect is a Eurodis project. It was launched in 2010 with just one community, and now we have 70 online communities for 70 specific diseases. We build online communities on demand. Patient groups contact us, and after some work, we build and launch this new community. On the RareConnect communities, patients share useful information, they learn more about their disease, they meet others, they share experiences, and they ask questions that sometimes doctors cannot answer. It's an international platform, and it's available in 5 languages. It connects isolated patients to existing patient groups and resources who probably don't have a patient group in their country. All these 70 RareConnect communities are different from each other. Some of them are more active and others aren't so active, but they all have in common that are available in 5 languages, and Portuguese will be soon the 6th language, that the community has a human quality translation service in the forum and in all the comments, that all the communities are moderated by patient representatives, and that patient groups are involved to make sure the quality information is shared. Just to show you how RareConnect big is now, we have 70 rare disease communities in 5 languages. We receive over 70,000 monthly unique visitors from 186 countries. 184 patient groups partnered with us to create and maintain these communities, and we translate monthly over 60,000 words. And we have 256 volunteer moderators. This is what online community looks like. All the communities have the same structure. We have all the sections at the top, then a short description provided by the patient group, the latest member stories, and the partners and the patient groups who helped us create this community. I just want to spend a few minutes on this example. Last year we created an online community for a gene mutation. It's not officially a rare disease. This gene mutation is called FOXP1, and the community at this moment has 21 members from 10 different families from 4 countries. This may not seem so much, but you have to consider that FOXP1 is not a rare disease. It's only it's a gene mutation, and only children with genetic testing is diagnosed, and that's why the community only has the 21 members. There isn't any patient organization now. It was just one parent who contacted us and asked us for the construction of an online community. This is the first online community that exists for this mutation. There isn't any Facebook group, there isn't any Yahoo group, or any kind of forum. And FOXP1 families found each other thanks to RareConnect. But the most amazing part of this is that thanks to the community, they are about to start a research project. Because months ago, a researcher who was doing a study about FOXP1 mutation on mice Googled this mutation and found the community. Then contacted one of the parents and offered to all the FOXP1 families to collaborate on this FOXP1 research. The research is about autism, which is one of the symptoms of this mutation. Okay, so now let's move on to Facebook. Facebook has a lot of offer, and I'm sure you all know Facebook groups, which is a very well-known tool, and I'm sure all of you are members of at least one Facebook group. In my opinion, Facebook group have some positive but also some negative aspects. But now let's focus on the positive aspects. It's so easy to join a Facebook group. With just one click, you send a request and you are a member of a group. And it's also easy to set up a group. With just a few steps, you can create your Facebook group. It also has this feature, the group chat, that allows you to have real conversations on time with the entire group. You can also tag people, and it's a very visual tool, and this notification system is so simple. You can choose the privacy of your group. It can be open or closed or even secret. And it's very visual, it's visually attractive. You can upload photos, embed videos, share links. It's very easy to use, but it also has some very negative aspects. The search box doesn't work very well. The results aren't accurate. You cannot change things or features you don't like about the group. It doesn't allow the same degree of anonymity that forums tend to. You have to use your real profile, your real Facebook profile with your photo, your information, your interests, and your updates. Or you can create a fake profile. But the worst part of this is that Facebook may delete all posts without asking you first or without warning you. Even if it was a post from 2010, a very popular conversation about specialists in your rare disease with lots of links and interesting names, Facebook doesn't care. It's just all stuff for them, and they need space for new data. So randomly, they can delete your post, just like it happened in this group. In the Paraneoplastic group, I am a member of this group because we have a community for paraneoplastic syndromes. And they realized just one day that all posts, some, not all of them, but some of the old posts were deleted without warning. And there wasn't no way to get those posts back. Another interesting tool that Facebook offers are Facebook lists. On RareConnect, we've been using Facebook lists a couple of years now. Facebook lists are a great way to organize your Facebook updates. But you may ask, why do I need to organize my updates? Because people who are in Facebook only see between 10 or 20% of the posts made from different Facebook pages. Because Facebook creates an algorithm that filters the content. And so you might be missing interesting stuff about your disease. So the best way to avoid that is to create lists for different topics: your rare disease, orphan drugs, clinical trials, national alliances. And you can also share the list with the members of your organizations. They can subscribe to this list, and they can get the updates. With just one click, you see all the updates related to your rare disease. We created 70 Facebook lists for the 70 communities. This is a list for the Moebius syndrome. You can see at the top people who's following this list. These are the latest updates from this 10 Facebook page that I put on the list. Then I can share the list with with all the communities and with people who might be interested. And with just one click, you can gather all the information about your rare disease. I want to spend a few minutes about Facebook ads. We started using Facebook ads 1 year ago on our RareConnect account. Our strategy is to create and run campaigns in 5 languages because our audience is international. Our goal is to reach rare disease patients who don't know RareConnect yet and don't know that we have a community for them. To reach the goal, we post interesting posts made on our Facebook page. For example, if we have a nice story of a patient living with a Stargardt disease, which is a retinal rare disease, we create an app addressed to the people who are interested in a Stargardt disease, but who live in Italy or Spain or in UK. This is what we call segmentation, because you can set up a worldwide campaign. You can create an ad for all the people in the world who are interested in your rare disease. This would be ideal, but it's impossible. So you need to create different ads with different segmentations. This is what you see when you are creating your ad. These are all the segmentation possibilities. But there is a tricky part of this, and it's called the interests. The interests are just like keywords, but Facebook has a pre-existing unlimited list. It's not infinite. It has millions of words, but it's not infinite. So this is the big part of the Facebook ads. Interests are a big obstacle because the interest list is limited, and if we talk about rare diseases, it's even more limited. Not all rare diseases are listed on the interest list, and for example, ultra-rare diseases don't appear. For that reason, to reach such a specific audience can be expensive sometimes, and it's not worth it. Let's continue to the Google tools. I'm going to talk about Google Maps. Last year, we created this map with the Behçet Syndrome Society here from the UK. They had the idea to create an international map where rare disease patients add their mark and their contact details. At the beginning, we thought it would be such a difficult thing to do, but it's quite easy, actually. You just need Google Maps, a Google form, and a Gmail account. And we realized after doing the map that already has over 1,200 marks, that people, and especially people with rare diseases, love to leave their mark on a map because they feel so isolated and so alone in the world that seeing that there are others near helps them. So last year, just speaking about the map, last week I helped a group from Cyprus. There isn't a Behçet syndrome group in Cyprus, but 4 people added their mark on the map. And they emailed me saying, "Oh, I've seen there are others like me in Cyprus. Could you help me get in touch with them?" And I said, "Of course, because the map is anonymous and just me. I'm the only one who has the emails from everybody." And I asked their permission to share their details so that they could connect. I was going to talk about Google AdWords, but the previous speaker already said almost all of it. So I just want to say that we also use the Google Ad Grants program, and we are very happy with it. We are quite happy with the results, even though the rare diseases don't get high volume searches. But I would recommend you to give it a try and to learn more about this tool that offers a lot of possibilities. Next tool I want to show you is Hootsuite. This is a fundamental tool for us. We use it every day. It's a basic tool for us because we follow conversation about 70 rare diseases, but we also follow conversations about clinical trials, rare diseases in general, and orphan drugs. So we need to know the latest news about all these topics. And we need a tool to manage all these ongoing conversations. So Hootsuite saves us a lot of time. Hootsuite is a social media management tool. You can manage different social media channels, but we only use it for Twitter. So it's a very complete dashboard where you set up streams for to follow people or specific keywords. This is a stream, for example, for a disease called idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. And all the tweets that mention this disease appear here, and you can follow the conversation on time. With just one dashboard, you read the latest tweets about the topics that you are interested in. But you could, through Hootsuite, you can also contact patients directly and invite them to join, for example, your community or your association. We follow, for example, the cystinosis hashtag, and when we see a patient or a parent who talks about this disease, we contact them directly and invite them to join the community. And generally, people appreciate this information, and they visit the community, and generally they join and come back. This is another example, but this is for the Stargardt disease. This woman is a patient advocate for the Stargardt community, and we encourage her to visit and join the community. So we have now one more member with presence in social media who can recommend us to other people that they have to visit and take a look at the community, and if they want, they can join us. And Hootsuite also allows you to answer questions that people ask you through Twitter. But most important, it saves you time, because with one window, you have all the conversations that's going on in your Twitter. You don't have to open different tabs and search again and close a tab and do another search. You have all this information in just one window. But very, very important, you have to use hashtags in all your tweets. You have to monopolize the conversation about your rare disease, because when one person searches your rare disease on Twitter, they will find your profile. They will see that you speak about their syndrome very often. Another interesting tool is called Follower Bonk. And we use it not every day, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. It's another interesting tool. You can use it if you also have a Twitter account. This website offers different features, and for me the most interesting one is the search of specific words on the Twitter bios. Twitter bios is the description you put on your profile. You can find specific keywords, but the good thing about this is how follower work looks like. But if we zoom in, we can add the name of our condition here, search Twitter views only, and then we'll see the results. But we also see how much influence the people have, how many followers, how many people are following, if they tweet often, if they have social authority, if it's worth contacting them and reaching them and following them. And again, it's another tool that saves you time, that avoids you to be searching on Twitter, doing a search and then another one, because you cannot find what you're looking for. So you give it a try, maybe once a month for your condition or for specific topics you want to search. We use it every week because we manage 70 communities for 70 diseases, but I guess that's not your case. So just from time to time, give it a try, and you'll see it works. And then finally, Findacure is the last tool I want to talk to you about. We started using Findacure last year for Rare Disease Day 2014. And this is how it works. You set up a campaign for a specific cause, and if within a limited period of time enough people support the campaign via their social media profiles, this website will send out automatically a Facebook post or a tweet from your supporters' profile at the same time. So this way, it creates a wave of attention towards your case, towards your cause, that gets more attention. For example, this is the campaign we set up for Rare Disease Day. And because we reached our goal, that was 500 supporters, before the deadline, was February 28th, on Rare Disease Day at 11 o'clock, this message was sent from our supporters' profiles. And we had this reach, which was very good, and we'll do it again, and we'll do it for different causes. And other associations of rare diseases that also use this campaign for crowdfunding campaigns or for awareness days. Why not, if your awareness day is coming, why don't you set up a campaign on Findacure to raise awareness about your rare condition? And it's easy to reach your goal because you decide how many supporters you want. It can be 100 or 500 or 1,000. And if you reach your goal, you get this wave of attention on social media. This is another example. If you go to Findacure website, you'll see a lot of examples. And here, well, I'm sure they will send you this presentation, and you'll see on the slides that there are these small boxes with links. We have written different tutorials on how to use these tools on our blog or in different presentations. So if you want more information, you can visit these links, or you can email me here. If you want more information, or if you want our help to set up any of these tools, just send us an email, and we are happy to help and to answer all your questions.